Hello everyone, I am David Lewis. As a board member and chairman of the tennis committee, I would like to update all of you on the progress of our tennis facility. Last year, the board approved the development of 2 pickleball courts. These 2 courts would be placed on one of the tennis hard courts, and the thought was to replace the hard court with a new clay court. Again, this was approved, and the funds were allocated for this project. Now, as I entered my term on the board and as the tennis committee chairman, it became clear to me that investing in only 2 pickleball courts would be a big mistake. You see, pickleball is the fastest growing sport, with millions playing every day. I shared with the new tennis committee my thoughts and suggested we consider some alternative options. One of the options that was considered was to keep the hard court as it is and utilize the adjacent land for now 5 pickleball courts. But in doing our due diligence on this thought, we also wanted to consider our next project, which is a new tennis pro shop and gym. The one thing we absolutely do not want to do is rush any of these projects and then realize that we have misused our available property and then have regrets. So last Friday, myself, Steve, and Phil met with a civil engineer to review our options for laying all of this out. And I must say that some really exciting ideas were mentioned of how we could develop a 5-star tennis facility with tennis courts, pickleball courts, a pro shop with a tennis viewing area, and a gym. Both the committee and the board will be relying on the expertise of the engineers and surveyors to provide us with the plan for the best utilization of our space, as well as a timeline for all the projects. As you've probably noticed, there has been some movement of dirt adjacent to the hard courts. We will be resodding that area very soon as we wait on how best to use that space. We've already been in contact with Waste Management in regards to removing the rock pile, and unfortunately we are at their mercy as to when they will be available to remove the rocks. Everyone on this tennis committee, myself and Steve, have one goal: to develop a premier tennis campus that meets the needs of everyone. At this time, I ask you to please be patient with our process. We want to do this right and not have any regrets with any of these projects. Should you have any ideas, comments, or suggestions, well, I would love to hear them. And I promise to keep you all posted on our progress.